Well, the price progression in the NASDAQ is continuing to look very positive indeed, and just to reiterate, what we've been looking at for quite a period of time now is this intermediate wave 1 or A high. We've then got our intermediate wave 2 or B to the downside, and then we've got this intermediate wave 3 or C to the upside, subdividing nicely via a 5-wave move, and that has now achieved that goal, which is great. A wave 1, a wave 2, very nice impulsive move to the upside for our wave 3, a very shallow wave 4 to the downside, and then we've got that fifth minor wave to the upside still taking hold. Now our view is that we'd ideally like to see that extend even further and head up to that 3175 price area, and that nice extension there will be a 1.618 extension of the wave 1, and that is certainly very typical of wave 3s. So that's what we're looking at things to unfold here. So if we did achieve this level, and we're heading nicely up towards that now, that would be the extension that we've been looking for to give us even more credibility that a 5-wave move to the upside, a more intermediate 5-wave move to the upside, is what is unfolding here. So that 3175 would be a very good target zone for price to achieve over the coming weeks. Now if we did get to that level, we'll certainly be looking for another retracement to take place around or near once we achieve that area there. Now just looking at what is typical here, we've got the wave 1, we've got the intermediate wave 2 to the downside. So if we did get that push up higher here up to that 2175 area, now this line just here would be the 38.2% retracement area. Now that is where we would be looking for a more intermediate wave 4 to head towards if we did get this level up here. So that's what we're looking for to lock in the intermediate wave 3. So from there we'd be looking at some form of zigzag or something even more complicated is quite possible, back down to the wave 4 of the lesser degree, which happens to coincide with this major resistance area. We're calling it a support area now, tentatively. Would like to see that continue to hold medium longer term now, and that is down near the 2870 to 2880 area, and we may even get just this little gap fill within that process. We were thinking we might get it on this little dip here within the more minor degree wave 4. We didn't. Prices are very strong, continuing very strong indeed. It's obviously been bought back up on pretty quickly on that dip, and that's what we're expecting to happen even if we get another dip to the downside here after we progress a little bit higher here up towards the target zone. So even though that looks like quite a major dip, really on the full scope of the move it would just be seen as a shallow 38.2% retracement, like I said, back down to what we're looking to be a support zone now. We may get the gap fill, we may not, but this is what I'd be looking for to occur if we do head up high towards our 3175 extended target zone now. And from there, would certainly be looking for buyers to come back in, and we will continue to head higher yet again over the coming months. So all in all, the patterns are continuing to look very positive indeed. This is impulsive price action to the upside, very impressive indeed. We do have a couple of little minor concerns here with the divergence. We've certainly got type B, I guess, as a minimum here on this move higher, although we have headed back up into the overbought area. We've certainly been there in the past as well, and prices have sustained themselves nicely. So it's all looking quite bullish to me. I'd like to see this 5-wave move to the upside continue to unfold to higher levels. Up round around the 3175 would be ideal. Of course, even higher than that would be fine, and then would be looking for another retracement from there down for a more intermediate wave 4. We've got that push higher again in the second half of the year more than likely, and up towards a lot higher price zones, and we'll look at those targets a little bit later down the track. For now, all we're looking at is for this minor degree 5-wave pattern to complete. Still looking for a little bit higher before we get another retracement, but still a very bullish looking chart indeed.